Now here's a little retro review of something that I really should have bought a long time ago. Hi guys, Ralph here. This is either the Art Asylum Enterprise, the Diamond Select Enterprise. Either way, it's the original Enterprise we saw in the original series. There have been a few different versions of this over the years. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is, because I've got in front of me, there's a Wikiban, which has got all the Art Asylum toys. I'm not sure if this is it's definitely not the, the cage version, because that was the pointy bits on the end. There was one version brought out originally in 2007. There's No Man Has Gone Before version with lights and sound. I am not sure which one this is. This was bought from eBay. This is really nice, bought as is for dirt cheap as usual. You know what I'm like, I'll go and find a bargain no matter what. So this has been sat in my collection over there for quite a while now, and it's just, yeah, I needed to do a review on this for quite a while. But they really released the Playmates version of the Enterprise, and it was pretty good the way that they did it. It's just the engines on the back went a bit weird. Instead of them being grey like they are here, it kind of went clear, and so did these go clear, and I think they lost their mind a little. But it's not like it's not worth a salvage or redo one anyway, so that could be potential in the future. The problem with this one, this is obviously a second-hand one. This is not boxed. This doesn't even have a stand with it, so hence there. But I'm going to show you anyway because these are still available. They're on eBay, potentially Amazon. The problem with this is it's got things on it like there's paint being dabbed on it. Yeah, there's marks on there. Like this is probably being used by some young kid who's flying it around. It's not broken. It's all in one piece. And if it does break now, that will be quite ironic. Yeah, but there's dabs of paint on this, so I think this has probably been put on display, and somebody's been painting the room, or hasn't even dusted. There are some bits which were a little bit dirty anyway. But let me show you anyway. The detail on this is really good. It lights up. It makes a sound. As you saw, there's a lot of dust inside here, if you can see. I'll get a brush in there. Always try and get a little tiny. If you can get a makeup brush, then fine. There's nothing unmanly about getting a makeup brush on a very rare model. And, well, depends on what sort of model you've got. Right, so just to clean up a little bit. But there's a lot of detail, so much detail on this. The register number, the name on there, very nice and straight. There's a blue dot there. Again, I think they decorated their room in blue with a white ceiling, but little bits of damage and stuff on here. I need to repair and look into this. Maybe clean up a little and sort of... I've got ideas with Enterprises, with Constitution class. I want to do a diorama, and I need some of the... It's either number 50s from the Eagle Moss collection. So I need a lot of those so I can rename, whatevers. The cage version with the points, I can change them. I just need to take off the numbers, file down these and repaint on the smaller versions. Not on these, not on the XLs, but I want to do a diorama. And I think this at the back, when it's all nice and cleaned and all well restored, would look brilliant at the back of a glass case with all the rest of the Constitution class fleet in front, refits, variants, all things included as well, would be really nice. So this was sold by either Diamond Select or Master Replicas. Yeah, Diamond Select or Art Asylum. I mean, there's a little bit of splitting on there because of plastic over the years, but this part would have gone on anyway as a cover, covering where the wires go to the nacelles on the front, which do light up, which is nice. So it's not bad, it's not too loud. There's no grill on here which has got the speaker bang behind it to make it a little bit too noisy. They're a good size, these. Obviously pressing the bridge module, the entire A, B and C, is it A, B and C deck? Or A and B deck. That is the entire button. There's nothing as bad as with the, well, I say bad, the Playmates one was nice. They had the buttons on the back of here, which is nice. It was their version. This is a little bit smaller than that version, but still, stand went on there, and they were notoriously bad stands. Absolutely notoriously bad. They would break there, or they're stuck in there, or whatever else. The thing with this one, with the Art Asylum one, is they did rather well, because these numbers on here are actually part of it. I'm not sure if it's the actual length of the ship, and they decided that that's 102 meters from there to the front of the ship. I'm not quite sure, but from there to the back of here is 1837. Why 1837? I will never know. Shuttle bay on the back, light on the back there which never actually lit up. I don't even think it was green. I'm trying not to use a Stanley knife, scalpel or anything sharp on here, but there's bits and bats and bits on here that's a little bit iffy. And yeah, it's not actually food. This is the thing with it, it's actually just some sort of stains on here. So it's a nice, they are good toys. Photon torpedoes. Underneath, which I always thought was a sensor array, lights up, the nacelles light up. The engines don't. Oh, impulse engines, the bridge does. But these are really nice toys. Obviously, there were always problems with these because that's literally coming apart there. These were always the issues with these. Just needed to push them back in and hope for the best. But you tell me, for the price I've paid, I think I paid £20 for this, because there's no stand, there's no whatever. I can put a stand on here. I just need something to wedge into there and put into a display base, and then display the rest of them. And I will do that in a future future video, and have all the rest of Constitution class, probably smaller versions with the Edelmoss ones. I haven't re-registered. And part of a diorama that shows the entire Constitution class fleet. It is an iconic ship. I know Strange New Worlds is slightly different, but it's meant to be older than this. This could have been a more streamlined version of that. Less windows, less line across there, but it's an evolution back to that, and I quite understand that. I'm quite happy enough with that. Yeah, little clicks, these pushing back into place, which is quite weird. But yeah, a little stain there. It's not the end of the world. It will come off. Cool. Probably maybe not take too much abrasive on here. Maybe not take too much chemicals on here as well. But it's definitely not food. It's definitely not dribble. It's definitely not whatever. But you've got the full lot on here. They've even got these parts on here which were always surmised as being landing legs. The hinge would have been there. These come out. This comes out. You've got landing legs and the neck, possibly. Or maybe the neck would have one behind it, and it would separate there, and that with the whole thing, the saucer would land. And it was always part of the Matt Jeffries diagrams and the blueprints that saucer could come off. We first saw it with the Enterprise. It's disgusting behind there. The Enterprise D, which it did saucer separation in the first episode. They counted at 4 point, but it was always meant to be on this one, but they never did it in. Bottom under here, you'll do this screw here, which has had some, yeah, there's rounded off. There's a bit of strapping on there as well. Pull the batteries out, but better get rid of that. But that undoes there, and then the entire battery compartment comes off there. But then in here, you sit in the Diamond Select Art Asylum base. And it's nice because you can pose it and you can move it, and then it snaps off with this thing stuck inside. So I'm half glad it doesn't do that. All hand to battle station. They've actually got the port and starboard lights correct, with the green and red, which is quite nice. But the best thing about this, actually there's a big seam mark down there coming open, is when you get these and you press and hold in, for that, well, for probably 5 seconds, everything lights up and keeps going. Now, if I can get that going in the background and some more lights on a diorama, then fine. I could probably rewire this anyway if I needed to, but I don't want to, because these are, they're not rare these yet, but they are getting there. Ooh, let it go from yellow to orange. No blue in there. That turns round, but doesn't really do anything, doesn't spin. But these are really, really good models. For a nice smooth version. They did an HD version of this, which had the lines coming down as grid lines. But yeah, this is probably as good a traditional version as you can probably get. I say, Art Asylum, Diamond Select, go find one. They are on eBay. I don't think this has actually been opened up. And you open these up if you wanted to. That side perfect. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There you go. That. But you've got these plugs here which have screws behind them. I don't know how, if that side bit comes off, or that neck part comes out, this tyre side bit, and then you've got screws holding this other part of the neck to the saucer. I don't know. That part here might come off in one piece. I'm not disassembling this, I am just showing you this as I've got this, and I really do love these ships. If you've got any and you actually want to get rid of them, and you don't want them anymore, get in touch. Message below. There you go. That's how it turns on. That's out underneath as well, green and red for port and starboard, as usual military naval traditions. Yeah, if you don't want yours, I would love to collect them, collect more of these. Get in touch. Description down below, comment, email address is in the channel description. So it does need a little bit of a fettle. There's some more crap on there as well. See, as simple as, and these are pretty sturdy anyway. These aren't like the Playmates toys that were built for children. They weren't built for, well, let's just say middle-aged men to tinker with or what, put on the display or whatever else. They're meant for children, that's why they're more bulky. This is probably quite close to, yeah, a proper scale and no big bulky parts to make it less harmful to children anyway. I mean, granted, there's not much on here apart from there I could probably eye out with anyway, but other than that, it's a bit more smoother, less detailed, but yeah, nice. Really, really nice Enterprise model. So cool. I mean, everything's here. The windows are there. They could have been a little bit better on there to be more defined. I can do that with a pen if I need to. So, more lights on. Done. Cool as anything. I say, you want one, go to eBay, go to Amazon. Might have some on Amazon for extortionate prices. eBay, just look for a bargain. And yeah, cool, cool, cool. I'll restore this in my own time. And as for the diorama, if you've got a small Edelmoss Enterprise, the Phase 2, the refit, the whatever, I could do with them if possible. I mean, I won't pay extortionate prices for them. Anybody selling them for ridiculous prices can go, yeah, can do one, because that's just ridiculous. And I've also bought 5 off a guy in the UK, which will probably turn up anytime soon, so I can start this diorama off. And it can look really good with the entire fleet, if not more of the fleet. Let's just say it's a future video for what I'm planning anyway. So anyway, thanks for that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on social media. Consider being a Patreon to help out with a monthly donation. Consider being a YouTube member. Consider just getting in touch and donating something to the channel. And I will display it off and give you a big, massive plug and a thank you and a hello and all sorts of gubbins. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.